Good day, everyone. I'm Junval M. Kimdala, and today we will discuss about multiliteracy and globalization. But before that, let's have first our learning objectives. So the first one we have is to define multiliteracy and globalization and explain its importance in today's world. Second is to give examples of multiliteracy and globalization in daily life. And lastly is to appreciate the importance of multiliteracy and globalization in daily life and global communication. Let's go first with multiliteracy. So, what is multiliteracy? Multiliteracy refers to the ability to understand and communicate using multiple forms of literacy beyond just reading and writing. So, multiliteracy means being able to understand and use different ways of communication. Today, people communicate using videos, images, symbols, and digital media. So in multiliteracy, this includes digital literacy, visual literacy, cultural literacy, and media literacy. Because of technology and globalization, we need to learn new ways of communication to share and understand information. And the next one we have are the key aspects of multiliteracy. We have three aspects of it. So the first one we have is understanding and using different modes of communication. So this means that people don't just use words to share ideas. They usually use pictures, videos, emojis, as well as symbols. So knowing how to understand and use this makes communication clearer and effective. The next one we have is to adapting to digital platforms and new media formats. So this includes vlogs, online videos, and social media. So it's important to know how to use these platforms wisely and safely. And the last one is appreciating cultural diversity and different languages in communication. So people from different cultures have different ways of communication. So understanding their languages, traditions, cultures, and their ways of expressing themselves help us connect and respect each other. And we have the examples of multiliteracy in action. We have three examples. The first one is reading and analyzing online articles, blogs, and infographics. The second one is to understanding emojis and memes as modern communication tools. And lastly is to interpret advertisements, posters, and social media content.
Different concepts of multiliteracy. First is the digital literacy, visual literacy, cultural literacy, and media literacy. First is the digital literacy. Digital literacy is the ability to use devices, the internet, and online resources effectively and safely. So, this includes understanding how to search information online, evaluate the reliability of websites, and communicate digitally. So, for example, is knowing how to verify reliable sources on social media to avoid misinformation. Second is the visual literacy. Visual literacy is the skill of interpreting and analyzing images, graphics, and visual storytelling. So, this includes understanding the message conveyed through visual elements like photographs, infographics, and film. So, for example, is understanding the symbolism in a movie or analyzing an infographic for key information. Third is the cultural literacy. Cultural literacy is the knowledge and appreciation of different cultures, customs, and traditions. So, this includes understanding the values, beliefs, practices of diverse societies. Kanang mo kuan gi ka sa ilahang lain-lain nga values or kuan barong cultures nila sa lain-lain nga lugar nga imong maadtuan. So, for example, is learning about cultural holidays like Chinese New Year or Diwali to foster inclusivity. So, fourth one is the media literacy. Media literacy is the ability to critically analyze news, advertisement, and entertainment media. So, this includes recognizing biases, identifying persuasive techniques, and evaluating the credibility of information sources. So, for example, is recognizing bias in news reports or understanding misleading claims in advertisements. So, why is multiliteracy important? Multiliteracy important because it enhances communication skills. So, multiliteracy equips individuals to communicate effectively in a variety of formats, which is crucial in today's globalized world. And it also encourages critical thinking by understanding how to analyze different forms of communication. Individuals develop critical thinking skills, which helps them evaluate information to avoid misinformation or miscommunication. And it also promotes inclusivity and cultural understanding. So, multiliteracy encourages understanding and appreciation for diverse culture and viewpoints, fostering inclusivity and empathy.
So, what is globalization? Globalization is the interconnectedness of people, business, and governments worldwide through trade, technology, culture, and communication. It has been driven by technological advancements, international trade agreements, and the expansion of multinational corporations. So there are examples of globalization. First is the trade. This is the exchange of goods and services across national borders. For example, kanang mamalit ka og cellphone na made in China or kanang mamalit ka og mga gamit or mga sinina nga kuan gikan sa laing country. Next is the investment. Companies investing in businesses in other countries. For example, US company building a factory in the India and a Philippine company building a factory in US. Next is the technology. The rapid spread of communication technologies like internet and smartphones. This allows people to connect and share information globally. So, tungod sa technology is makakonekta sa mga tao nga tuwa sa layo or naa sa laing country and para mapadali ang ato ang communication through technology. Next is travel and tourism. People traveling to different countries for vacation or for businesses. This increases cultural exchange and economic activity. Next is the migration. People people moving to different countries for work, study, or for family reason. This leads to cultural diversity and economic growth.
Different concepts of globalization. First, economic globalization, cultural globalization, technological globalization, and last, political globalization. First, economic globalization, the integration of market worldwide leading to the free flow of goods, services, and capital. For example, integration brands like Apple, McDonald's, and Amazon operating in multiple countries. Second, cultural globalization, the sharing of traditions, values, and entertainment across borders. For example, K-pop, Hollywood's movies, and global fashion trends. Third, technological globalization, the spread of digital technology and innovation. For example, Media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok connecting people globally. Fourth one, political globalization, the formation of international agreement and alliances to address global issues. For example, the Paris Agreement on climate change and to the United Nations peacekeeping effort. Why is globalization important? First, boost economic development. Countries benefit from trade, investment, and job creation. Second, connect people worldwide. Advance in communication and transportation allows for greater global collaboration. Third, fo- foster cultural exchange encourages appreciation of different cultures through travel, media, and business interaction. Fourth, drives technological progress. Invocations spread faster, improving healthcare, education, and industry.
So, in conclusion, we all know the importance of multilateralism and globalization. So, multilateralism and globalization are connected because the world is changing fast. People now communicate in many different ways. And knowing how to use different types of literacy helps us keep up. Multiliteracy helps us learn new things, work in different environments, and communicate with people from different cultures. It makes us easier to understand and connect with others no matter where they are from.
Globalization provides opportunities for economic growth, cultural exchange, and technological advancements. Both are essential in 21st century for education, business, and global citizenship. That would be all, and I hope you learn about the importance of globalization and multilateralism. Thank you.